Am I the asshole for hiring a crew to tear down my neighbor's fence after he ignored 6 months of requests to move it off my property? I, 44M, bought my house 12 years ago and have had the same neighbor, Phil, 58M, the whole time. We've always been civil, wave hello, one split the cost on a mailbox post. Nothing close, but nothing hostile. Last spring I had a land survey done as part of a refinance. The surveyor found that Phil's backyard fence, which had been there as long as I can remember, was built 3.5 feet inside my property line. Not on the line. Inside it. That strip runs about 70 feet along the back of my yard. I'd never built anything there, so I'd never had a reason to measure. I knocked on Phil's door and showed him the survey. He looked at it and said, "That doesn't seem right." I offered to pay for a second survey in his name. His survey came back the same. Then he stopped responding. I left 2 handwritten notes. He ignored them. I sent a certified letter, my attorney's suggestion, asking that the fence be moved or that we negotiate a compensated easement. He signed for the letter. Still nothing. 6 months passed. I filed with the county for a property line dispute resolution. Phil showed up with an attorney and argued the fence had been there 4 decades and that I was harassing him. The county sided with me, clear title, clear survey, no easement on record. Once I had the county's decision, I hired a fencing crew. The fence came down. Phil ran out of his house screaming while they worked. He called the police. The officer reviewed my documents and told Phil there was nothing to be done. Phil said I was destroying his property. The officer said it wasn't his property. Phil filed a small claims complaint claiming emotional distress. It was dismissed. But several neighbors have since been noticeably cool toward me. One told me I could have handled it differently and that Phil isn't going anywhere. My wife thinks I was completely justified. My brother-in-law thinks I should have waited longer before tearing it down. Here's where I feel some doubt. Phil is 58 and has lived in that house for 22 years. I don't know if he built that fence or if it was there when he bought the place. He may have truly never measured. He may believe he did nothing wrong. But the survey was clear. The county agreed. And 6 months of silence was his answer. Am I the asshole?